Hey there, I'm David Cordero, and welcome back to another Riff of the Week at Pass the Guitar Live. And in this video, we're gonna cover this awesome guitar riff from the song Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. Yeah, rock and roll, man, rock and roll. So get your rock faces ready and let's dive right in. Let's start by taking a look at the tabs. Well, 4-bar phrase, fantastic. That's all we need to know. This riff is 4 bars and it gets repeated over and over and over. Well, one thing that you need to pay attention to is find out which strings we're going to be playing, which frets we're going to be playing. So notice that the notes that we're going to be playing are only on the 2 middle lines of the tabs, which means that we're only going to be playing on the 3rd and 4th strings, and that they actually get played at the same time all the time. So you're literally playing 2 strings all the time. That's much easier, right? Well, at least it's much easier to remember. Let's see what frets we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing open, zeros here. We have 3 for the 3rd fret. We have 5 for the 5th fret, and we also have one time we play on the 6th fret. That's it. 0, 3, 5, and 6. Fantastic. Now that we covered some ground, let's find out if any of these measures are similar in any ways. Please notice measures 1 and 3. They're very, very similar. The only difference between measures 1 and measure 3 is that the last note on measure 1 is open, and on measure 3, it's going to be on the 3rd fret. So it's pretty obvious that we're dealing here with 2 phrases. A phrase for measure 1 and 2, and the same phrase gets repeated for measures 3 and 4, but it ends slightly different. So we're going to learn and work on this riff 2 measures at a time. We're going to start with measures 1 and 2. All right, so let's cover the notes first. We start on measure 1 playing the open strings, and then we go to the 3rd fret, and then we go to the 5th fret, and we end this measure with the open string again, leading into the 2nd measure, moving to the 3rd fret again, and we go quickly to the 6th and resolve to the 5th. So 6th fret, and then 5th fret. And we stay here for 2 beats. One more time, we start with open strings, and then we move to the 3rd fret, and then we move to the 5th fret, and then we end that measure with the open strings again, and then we go to the 3rd fret, and then after that we're gonna be very quickly on the 6th fret, resolving on the 5th fret. That's awesome, right? Now that we have the notes, let's take a look at the rhythm. So the first measure, we do have 3 quarter notes, although the 3rd quarter note is a dotted quarter note, and then an 8th note at the end. So the rhythm will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, If I put the notes, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it for the first measure. The second measure starts with the 8th note that was tied to the last 8th note of the first measure. And then we have a quarter note, another 8th note resolving into a half note. So the phrase of the second measure actually starts at the end of the first measure, which will be like, it will sound like this. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. If I put the notes, don't forget that the last note on the first measure is the open string. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Now that we have both measures, let's put the two measures together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 and 2 and 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 and 2 and 3, 4. That's such an awesome riff, and we're actually halfway through it. I hope you guys are really enjoying this tutorial, and if you like the content we bring to you in this channel, don't forget to support us by subscribing, click on that bell, and like this video. Your support is extremely important for us. Let's go back and take a look at measures 3 and 4. Alright, in measure 3, like we covered before, is pretty much like measure 1. The only difference is the last note. So we start with open strings first, move to the 3rd fret, 5th fret, and then this time we're gonna go to the 3rd fret to end this measure, and going into the last measure, the 4th measure, we just play the open strings. That's it. So one more time, we start the 3rd measure with open strings, and then we move to the 3rd fret, and then we move to the 5th fret, in that measure on the 3rd fret, that carries on to the 4th and last measure, and then we play open to end. Fantastic, right? Now that we actually had the 1st and the 2nd measure, makes the 3rd and the 4th go even more smoothly. So let's now take a look at the rhythm. As you can see, we already know how to play the rhythm of the 3rd measure because we covered it on the 1st measure. And the rhythm of the 4th measure is quite similar to the rhythm of the 2nd measure. The difference is that when we play those open strings, the last note of the 4th measure, we're actually gonna hold it for the rest of the measure, and we play it on the end after 1. So we start with 3 quarter notes, and the 3rd quarter note is a dotted quarter note on the 3rd measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's when we hit that last note, and we hold that for 1, the first beat of the 4th measure, and then when we say and after that, we're gonna play the last note. And 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's practice the rhythm of the two measures together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. That's awesome. Now the only thing left to do is to put the notes and the rhythm together for the third and the fourth measure. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. And now that we covered everything, it's time to play through this awesome riff. So I'm gonna play this riff 4 times and you're gonna play along with me. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Third measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3. Here we go, beginning again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3. Third time. Open, third, 5th fret. Open, third, 6, 5. Open, third, 5th, third, open. 3, 4, last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. And that's a wrap for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed and now you can play this fantastic riff. And don't forget, if you have any requests for riffs, songs, or anything else you would like to see us covering in this channel, leave us a comment and we will get right on it. And of course, if you want to be part of an awesome community, you know where to go. Head over to www.passtheguitar.live. Our community is the place to be. My name is David Cordero and I will see you on the next video.